Good evening, everyone. My name is David Freese. I'm the mayor of Tonganoxie. I'm calling to order this January 5th, 2026 meeting of the Tonganoxie City Council. We will skip the roll for now and just jump into the Pledge of Allegiance. Would you join us, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mr. Porter, do you want to take it from here? Or did I have the wrong person?
That's okay.
I
Thank
apologize.
you, Mayor. As a result of our most recent election cycle, we now have 2 new members of the City Council and 1 incumbent to swear in. State statute does require that for a swearing in, we complete an oath of office that our city clerk, Lindsay Huntington, will recite and ask the newly elected and re-elected members of the City Council to repeat back to her. After the meeting, we'll have them sign that oath of office and keep it on file as required by state law. In the event that we complete this and we want to take a couple photos, we might also take a quick pause after that to take a picture. So we'll let Lindsay start. And do you want to start with Councilmember Stevens, maybe?
Yes. Will you raise your right hand and repeat after me? I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
and the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
and faithfully discharge the duties of Tonganoxie City Council member.
and faithfully discharge the duties of a Tonganoxie City Council member.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. Okay. Ms. Gruby?
Hi.
Okay, will you raise your right hand and repeat after me? I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
and the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
and faithfully discharge the duties of Tonganoxie City Council member.
and
Faithfully
fully discharge the
duties
duties
of Tonganoxie,
Tonganoxie City Council.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Okay, Mr. Wilkie, will you raise your right hand and repeat after me? I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
and the Constitution of the State of Kansas,
and faithfully discharge the duties of Tonganoxie City Council member,
faithfully discharge the duties of Tonganoxie City Council member.
so help me God.
So help me God.
All right, Ms. Huntington, will you call the, oh, let's take a picture, sure.
By the logo or up in front?
Are we all doing this? George said, yeah.
Yeah, it's the mayor and the newbies.
Come on, Jake. It's a party.
Jake is going to be doing the splits.
There we go. All right, on 3, 1, 2, 3. Awesome, thanks.
Okay, Ms. Huntington, would you call the roll, please?
Yes, Mayor. Mr. Wilkie?
Here.
Ms. McCutcheon?
Here.
Ms. Stevens?
Here.
Ms. Gruby?
Here.
Mr. Dale?
Here.
All right, welcome, everyone. Move on to the second item on the agenda, the approval of minutes from our regular meeting dated December 15th, 2025. Are there any questions or concerns or conversation about the minutes? If none, then I'd accept a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. McCutcheon. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Gruby. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item 3 on the agenda is the consent agenda in which we review the bill payments from the previous period. Are there any questions or concerns or conversation regarding the bill payments? If not, I would accept a motion to approve.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Dale. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Stevens. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Item 4 on the agenda is old business. Mr. Porter, did anyone sign up to speak tonight?
Yes, Mayor, we do have one sign up, and that's Diane Bretthauer on behalf of the group of volunteers that help organize the mayor's tree lighting event, and just recently completed that event in November of last year. We'd like to invite her to speak and address the council and answer any questions you might have at the end of those comments.
We just wanted to give an update. We moved everything out of the library today. The big tree has been taken down. The remaining items up and down Main Street will be done in the next couple days. As some of you know and may not know, we're having to move our location of where we store everything. And it has started going into storage today. And so everything's packed and ready to go. We had a great turnout this year. The weather was cooperative. Our parade has gotten bigger. We had more participants this year. Mel, Vicky, I, and Char could not do it without the help of Dan and the mayor and George and Jamie. City staff, Mo, Alvin, and Ryan Bernard have been great. We work with Chief Zimmerman from the fire department and Chief Lawson for the police department. We actually start meeting, as the mayor's well aware of, the 1st of September. It is not done in 2 weeks' time. And we start assembling and decorating everything the middle of September. We're assuming you guys want to stay with the same date next year, which will be the 26th, I believe, of November. We've always established the Saturday before Thanksgiving. We're looking at maybe making some changes next year. We'll get together with Dan and the police and the fire department and the mayor on some suggestions that we have made. We participate. I mean, the churches are wonderful. We couldn't do it without the churches in town, especially, is it West Haven? West Haven Baptist Church gives free food every year. I think we had record-breaking for canned goods, didn't we, Mr. Mayor?
Yep,
I mean, it was
6,000.
great. The schools are wonderful, along with Genesis School, working with us on the food drive. I hope you all enjoyed it. Is there anything else I should cover, Dan? Do you guys have any questions?
I just want to give you a round of applause and a standing ovation.
As soon as we know the theme for next year, we'll let you know. We're undecided at this point. We're working on different options.
Yeah, you guys do.
And this is Vicky Starcher and Mel Starcher, and they are part of the committee with myself and Charlene Crane, who could not attend tonight.
Y'all do an amazing job, and I'm so thankful for everything. And all those little kids, they don't know the work that goes into it, but they have a great night that night, and it's you put a lot of smiles on faces, and it's a good thing that you do. It's a good thing.
Thank you. And I forgot to thank Santa Andy also, in case he's watching. He does a great job for us.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Okay, well, any more old business?
No, Mayor.
No. We'll move on to new business, item 5. Item B, resolution number 01-2601, 2026 fiscal year gap waiver. Mr. Porter.
Thank you, Mayor. The attached enclosed resolution and agenda statement in the City Council agenda packet include quite a bit of detail in the agenda statement on the rationale and the description of what the resolution would provide. But I'll give a little bit of background, especially with some new city council members that may not be familiar with this topic. The state of Kansas has a law that requires municipalities or cities to utilize generally accepted accounting principles, or GAAP for an acronym, to prepare our financial statements and reports. This system is set up in a uniform fashion, and one of the biggest things that it entails is a fixed asset accounting system, which you may be familiar at in private industry from looking at balance sheets that have assets versus liabilities and depreciated assets in the case of real property and other non-cash assets. The other thing that it does is provide for a modified accrual form of accounting in the preparation of our financial statements. State law in Kansas, though, allows municipalities to opt out of this and to adopt what's called a GAAP waiver, which is what's presented tonight. That allows us to change some of those financial reporting requirements. It comes at a lower cost, a lower level of preparation requirements. It still provides for an annual audit, which is completed in accordance with state statute. It also changes that fixed asset accounting system to a more inventory-based system, which is practical for cities the size of the city of Tonganoxie. We do see periodically cities in the state of Kansas change their preferences, but to kind of give you information, the city of Leavenworth currently operates under a GAAP basis, but the cities of Lansing, Basehor, Tonganoxie previously, and other smaller communities all typically do a GAAP waiver and operate under the regulatory basis of accounting. Each year, the city's audit process concludes in late summer or early fall, and the city council receives a report from the city auditor. And that's always a good opportunity that we'd encourage members of the city council to ask questions of the auditors, to ask, are they comfortable with the city continuing to move forward in this practice in future years? And in our experience, the last at least 14 years, the city has approved a GAAP waiver and operated in this fashion. So it's a little bit of a complex topic, and those of you that are new may not have a lot of familiarity with it, but it is something that's in keeping with communities our size and organizations like us in the state of Kansas. One thing that is important that we'll talk about more in the budget cycle is called cash basis law, and that isn't impacted by this, and those are state laws that we're not able to opt out of and operate differently from. So we'll have more information for each of you on that in the summer budgeting process, preparing for 2027's budget. This waiver, as proposed, is for fiscal year 2026, so it actually impacts the audit we'll do about 18 months from now in the summer of 2027 on fiscal year 26, if that makes sense. So happy to take any questions you may have, though.
Council, do you have any questions?
Great.
Okay. I would accept the motion then.
Mr. Oh, this is working. Yeah. Anyway, Mr. Mayor, with no microphone, I'll speak up. As this is a pretty routine annual agenda item, I would like to make a motion to accept Resolution 012601, finding that financial statements and financial reports prepared in conformity with general acceptance accounting principles GAAP as required by KSA 751120AA are not relevant to the requirements of the cash basis law and budget reviews of the state of Kansas and are of no significant value to the governing body or members of the general public. The Tonganoxie, I need my readers. Anybody have 1.25
Wait, yours are
reader?
right here.
Well, these are for distance.
Oh,
Anyway, that is the action needed is to make that motion that we will adopt.
I
that
will
budget.
second that.
Thanks, Jake.
Well spoken.
Thank you, Ms. Stevens. Thanks,
I don't
Mr.
have
Dale.
to bring my big bags.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to item C, consider approval of the 2026 Public Works Department snow pusher purchase. Mr. Porter.
Thank you, Mayor. This item is being presented by our Public Works Director, Kent Heskett. You'll remember in last summer's budget work session discussions that this piece of equipment, which is very clearly called a snow pusher, is an item that the Public Works Department sought after the rough winter we had about a year ago. I think we can all remember that 16 to 18 inches of snow with fondness. So this piece of equipment is intended to be used by the city's loader, which is primarily used in clearing snow from the 4th Street, Main Street, and other downtown streets that don't have a lot of extra space to deposit large amounts of snow and slush and other things during snowfall events. It's not a piece of equipment we currently maintain, thus why Public Works is rushing in the first meeting of the fiscal year here in January to ask for authorization to move forward with the purchase. You can see included in the agenda statement 2 quotes. The company with the lowest quote is recommended for award, and that's VLP for the brand and model Arctic HD11 for a cost of $17,603.25. We budgeted with assumptions of up to $20,000 for this equipment, so both quotes actually fell well within those margins of expectation from the adopted budget for 2026. This equipment is purchased from the general fund budget, and that also was a strategy to reduce fund balance in the general fund in 2026 to a degree based on strong levels of fund balance, and that continues to be the case. So staff don't have any concerns with authorizing the purchase from that funding source. Happy to take any questions you may have, but staff, again, do recommend award to the low bid collected.
Thank you, Mr. Porter. Are there any questions, council?
No, but I did figure out how to enlarge this on my screen. So I'm happy to make a motion. This was approved in anticipation of this year's budget, and it is a need of our department. Well, I'll be happy to be able to get out on clean streets if we have that much snow this year. I make a motion to authorize the purchase of the Arctic HD11 snow pusher from VLP for an amount not to exceed $17,603.25.
Thank you, Ms. Stevens. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. Gruby. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to the city manager agenda, item 6. Mr. Brajkovic, do you have anything?
We don't have any further items this evening, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay. Item 7, the city attorney agenda, Ms. Kirstelich.
No items, Mayor.
Thank you. Mayor Pro Tem agenda, Ms. Stevens.
I'd just like to say thank you again to the committee that helped put together the tree lighting for the community and for the young people in the community, and especially the food drive, which helps everyone. I appreciate that. I was trying to speak into the microphone earlier, and I was lost. We really do. A small community like this relies on really energetic and creative volunteers like you all, so we appreciate it.
Very well said. City council agenda. This is a time when any council member can bring up anything for discussion if they care to. Anyone have anything they'd like to speak about tonight? Okay. That brings us to the mayor agenda. I have an executive session. Ms. Stevens, could you read that, please?
Yes. I move that the city council recess into executive session to discuss the city manager's annual review process pursuant to the personnel matters of non-elected personnel, exception KSA 75-4319B1. The executive session will include the city attorney, city manager, briefly, assistant city manager, and city clerk. The open meeting will resume in the city council chamber at 7:29.
Thank you, Ms. Stevens. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Dale. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We're in executive session. We'll adjourn.
love my distance glasses, but I have to have readers. Yes,
I'm in the same boat. I always forget.
yeah.
Always, always.
Right. We've returned from executive session and no binding action was taken in the executive session.
All right, thank you, Ms. Stevens. I should have said more when the Christmas crew was here, but just to echo what you said, they just, it's amazing to watch them work, to be honest. And they put in at least, well, they start in September, but I bet they're thinking about it now, about what to do next if I know them.
I think they usually come up with their theme about now.
Yeah, right, exactly. Probably based on what they could buy less expensive at this time of year.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, you gave them a standing ovation. Don't beat yourself up. That was
Okay.
excellent.
That's sorry. Okay, I'll be quiet and move on to the Jake part of the agenda.
Yes, I'm the honorary guy at this point. So in lieu of an official proclamation, I'll just say go Canes beat Ole Miss, and I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Ms. McCutcheon. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. See you in a couple weeks. Thank you.
Right. Oh, you got to sign these?